643, big up. Sasa. Mwingine anasema nichezee yoyote ya Avicii, RIP. Sasa, big up. Appreciate that. So keep sending in your requests and SMSs to 22162, starting with the word circuit. Now my next guest, named to very, very talented. She goes by the name Kate Mucha. Yeah, Kate Mucha. She's from Afriviv Collections. She's a designer. Am I missing anything?
Not really.
So tell me, when did you get into design?
Well, designing, I'd say it has been a part of me since I was a little girl. Because I used to...
How little?
Like very, very little. Like,
but don't tell me when you're dressing up the dolls, though.
Well, every girl starts from there, you know.
Okay.
So, but I knew it was something in me when I used to tune into TV. Then I'd see these fashions channels. Then the girls are modeling. Then I'm like, I love that dress. At times I'd take sheets in the house, then tie myself. My mom would find me, really quarrel me. But at the end of the day, I was like, yeah, I had fun. So growing up, I really didn't know what that was. But until when I was at around 19, that's when I realized, okay, this is something that I really, really, really love doing. Because, you know, you dress up, then just walk and everyone is like, hey, you look good. And you're like,
So
I
you
was
like
just
to
walking.
be the center of attention, so to speak?
Not really. See, when you just want to dress and to just get out. You don't want to dress like everyone else. You'd be like, everyone is in sweatpants these days. Let me just put on shorts. Then everyone's like, I love you, whatever you're wearing. What is it? Where is it from? And you're like, it's just from my house in the wardrobe. Like, how? So I knew it was a part of me when everyone used to commend me when I was dressing up. Yeah.
Let me ask you this. What's the difference between a stylist and a designer?
Well, there's no much difference because a designer can sit down and design a style. Like they do sketches, they bring out, as in they bring something from an illusion to life. Are you getting what I'm saying? Because a designer will sit down, think of something, sketch it, make it, and at the end of the day, it's out to life. A stylist will take something that has already been made and use it to dress someone. That's a stylist, yeah.
Now, Afriviv Collections.
Yeah.
Why didn't you name it Kate Mucha, like your name?
Well, I'd love to name it Kate Mucha, but my friends and I, that is Afriviv was named after my friend. Her name is Vivian Makungu. She's the founder of Afriviv. She was the one who was serious all this time. The rest of us were like, wait. You know, when you're a teenager, you need a hype life and all that. So she was the one who was like there most of the time and sitting, thinking and all that. So she just called it Afriviv Collections. And, you know, when we came back, we found the name and we were like, yeah, it's fine, let's continue. Because the rest of us were still not serious about the thing. But when
what made you become serious then?
Yeah, I needed money. I so needed money because I saw it as a way of giving me an income, I got into art, say performing arts, but it was not really paying off as much as I loved performing. But I saw my friend designing and making clothes and selling. Then she has money. I'm like, wait a minute, I can also do that. Good thing she is my childhood friend. She's so accommodating. She was like, why would you waste your time? Come, let's do something. And she knew I was good at it. I was just not really serious about that. So yeah, we came in together, me, Kate Mucha, Vivian Makungi, and a friend of ours called Nailante. So we came together and started a business. Yeah.
So what were the challenges when you were starting out?
Well, a lot. Because first of all, when you start such a business, you need to understand what you're getting into. You don't just wake up one day and you're like, yay, I want to be a DJ. And you have no idea how DJing goes about, right? So we sat down, like Vivian knew the basics and she knew how to sew, she knew how to do most of the things. The rest of us were there, you know, like, okay, so how do we do it? She was like, don't worry, we will just teach you. So challenges were, when you were starting, we really didn't know exactly how these things work. Because, you know, in your head, you're like, money. But you don't know, before you get to the money, you need to start from somewhere.
You need to put in the work.
Exactly. So we had to start from scratch. You need to know how to sew, you need to know how to cut fabric, you need to know how to design, you need to know how to be creative with your own mind. That was a big challenge. Then the second challenge is where you find support. At times we didn't get as much support as we would like. You know, at times family will not really support as you expect, because family will be like, nishone nguo, mtoto wetu, just make this for me, and you're like, you know, I'm here for growth, right? So challenges when it comes to family, if you don't find a family member who supports you really well, or not even a family member, even close friends, you know, a friend of yours will be like, how is it, Michael? You know, you can do this and this for me, and they do not know the effort that you've put into something. So that was another challenge. Then in marketing, you know, we have to grow. So marketing ourselves, really didn't know how good we could be marketing ourselves. We were just a local kind of brand where you just make something for the neighbor, something for our neighbor's neighbor, something for a friend's neighbor, just like that. Those are the main challenges. Yeah.
So, what did you study to be a designer?
I have tried studying.
What do you mean you have tried to study?
Literally, I have tried studying because I can remember I've applied to several fashion schools. I applied to Mark Ansel, that is in Gong Road, but I didn't get a chance. I also tried Kenyatta University. I didn't get a chance. Then I was like, I can't deal with local. Let me try international. So I tried Teen Vogue, and I'm like, no. Then Parsons. Then I was like, if I can sit down and do this thing on my own, I don't need someone to stand in front of me and in a class and start telling me, you do this and this. And it's something I've already taught myself. So everything I know, it's self-taught. I'm not going to school.
So you try and bring out your personality in your clothes?
Yes, very well.
So let me ask you, what inspires every look in Afriviv?
Every look in Afriviv, first of all, we want to remain authentic. You know, most people would say Kenya is a westernized country. Well, we are so westernized. We like doing things as Americans and as British. But we want to remain to a certain level of authenticity where we don't lose ourselves.
By authenticity, you mean African?
Totally African.
Okay.
And if we could get something Kenyan that will ground us to our level, then that is where we would go. So Afriviv, we deal mostly with African.
Attire.
Yes.
Okay.
African attires. Anything to do with African, we will do that. Yeah.
I hope we can get some of those samples on screen.
Sure.
You can show me some of those African-inspired looks.
Yeah.
So, who's the main designer between you and Vivian?
Well, we're all designers. We are all designers. The Vivian is the founder and the CEO. Yeah, that is Vivian actually. That's a dress that she made back in school.
Yeah.
So those are some of the designs that we do. Then we even do red carpet. Yeah, that's our friend. Don't worry. That little dog I'm talking about. Yeah, we've done. Yeah, that's also our friend. We've done red carpet. We've done weddings. We've done so much more. Yeah. Yeah, there's so much more. Yeah. Yeah, that's
that chick looks familiar. Who is she?
She's Vivian from Y254.
That's Vivian from Y254.
Yeah, she was dressed by Nylon Tay.
Let me ask you, so like such a dress, how much does it go for?
Well, it will depend with two things. First of all, if we're using our own fabric, it will be a bit expensive. But if you have your own fabric, it will be a bit cheaper. So for such a dress, if I have my own fabric, I'd make for you at around 2,500. But if the fabric is yours, would come to a little low price like 1,500. But it's more negotiable. You know, with our goal is to not be too greedy as much as money was the it thing. But we came to realize at the end of the day, it's not all about money. Because at times you run for something and that thing does not want you at the moment. Are you getting? So we were like, okay, you know what, girls, let's just put our passion into this. Let's just do what we can do best. And creativity is what we do best. So we sat down just making random things. And everyone's like, I love that. And in your head, you're like, do you have an idea? I just woke up one day and I didn't feel like dressing up.
This t-shirt, for example, this t-shirt, how much does it go for? The one behind you, this one?
Yeah, that t-shirt goes for 1,200 shillings.
1,200?
Yes, and it comes in different designs.
That is the most awesome t-shirt I've ever seen.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, so that t-shirt goes for 1,200 shillings, and it comes in different colors and different designs depending on the customer order.
So even if it's an urban thing like a t-shirt, there's a way you can Africanize it.
Totally.
You can Afroviv it.
Yeah, that's more sweeter. Afroviv it, yes, we can.
Awesome. So would you work with someone, for example, if someone came to you, since you're designers and tailors at the same time?
Yeah, we
and
would.
say, I want to create this new look.
Well, we are welcome to any new ideas that we get.
Oh, this one is Batman.
Yeah, where is it?
The Batman t-shirt.
Oh, yeah, of course.
This is so dope. Why didn't you bring this one?
Well, thank you. You can get it in our pages. Well, we have those 3 pages. Like we have IG, it's Afriviv Collections.
Afriviv Collections.
Yes, Facebook is also Afriviv Collections, and our contacts are on that page. So anytime you need anything, feel free to contact us.
That is so awesome.
Any kind of design on a t-shirt, on a dress, even suits. We do make suits by them.
You make suits as
Yes.
well. How do you make a suit African?
Well, it will depend. Okay, let's say this. The suits we have not really
Develop them.
exactly. But if you want a suit for a certain occasion, we can make it for you. Though
Okay.
it's totally Afriviv collection. Yeah.
Okay, let me go back to my question.
Sure.
If someone wanted to create a different style,
Sure.
would you work with them? Let's say like a celebrity came to you and said, I want to create a new unique style for myself, something that will work for my image. How would you go about such a situation?
Well, with Afriviv, since we are still growing, we are welcome to any new ideas. Because, you know, as time goes by, we need to like grow as a brand. And by growing as a brand, you need to take whatever comes in front of you. Like Richard Branson said, is it Richard Branson, this guy of Virgin Atlantic? Yeah. He said, when someone gives you an opportunity, just say yes. Even if you don't know where you're going, just take it and go. So if we get a new idea, we'll just say yes. We take it, we take your unique style, and from there, we can grow. Yes.
So awesome. Can you remind us where to buy your clothes, by the way?
It's online, strictly online at the moment, yeah.
Afriviv Collections
Afriviv
on Facebook,
Collections
Twitter,
on
and Instagram.
IG and Afriviv Collections on Facebook. Yes.
Okay, that was Kate Mucha. And as she said, say yes more.
Yeah, you
It
should
will work
say
out
yes
for you.
more.
And make sure you go to the pages, Afriviv Collections on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And remember, 22162 starting with the word circuit. Send in your requests. And let me remind you, just a quick reminder, yesterday, Vichy passed away, so make sure your requests